Alright, good morning, good morning. My name is Yubi. I'm your astro-friendly Latina therapist, and this is Tarot My Becoming, where I entertain tarot with you. These are general readings, and so I'm trusting that you are discerning with the information that I or anybody else has to share for that matter. And so if the story doesn't fit, don't make it fit. It's possible you could be leaning into one of your other placements. So check out your Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, North Node, South Node, and or all of the other zodiac signs, because you do have them all in your birth chart. They're just in a different place, being activated by different things at different times. This is Café con Tarot that I post on Sundays, where I do an all zodiac sign reading followed by a general reading at the end. So go ahead and check that out, because I do a specific meditation and maybe there's something in there for you. For those of you that don't know, I usually pull out 3 oracle cards at the very beginning, and then do a where have you been, where are you now, where are you going, with a card to focus on, and then I pull out a final oracle card that I do read out for each zodiac sign. I also do not repeat the oracle cards that I use, and so that provides a very close cut, package deal for each zodiac sign, so that certain things don't repeat or other things get highlighted. What else? Because it is Café con Tarot, I hope you have your coffee and your tea. I am going with coffee today, so trying a new coffee out, and we'll go ahead and get started. So happy birthday, Virgos. It's your season, so we're going to go ahead and start with you. Hopefully everything is going well with you. Let's see what comes out for you, my Virgos. I am using, hopefully you can see, yeah, you can see right here, the oracle cards that I'm using for today to start off each zodiac sign. There's the first one. You get solitude. In silence, peace prevails. So you might be needing to go within. You might be needing to shut out the noise of the world to be able to connect to source, gain some wisdom, maybe do even some reflection on any lessons you may have missed or things that within you that are needing attention. If you don't meditate, maybe this is the time to start practice. Oh, that was fast, and you get 2 cards. You might need to meditate. I'm also seeing the branches, so there could be something about connecting to nature around you to be able to just get more wisdom. The 2 cards that came out, you have why and higher power. So I was talking about reflection, right? I was talking about doing some self-reflection. Why did certain things turn out for you? Why are you stuck? Why are you in this situation? There could be a lot of questions that are coming up for you, maybe right now, or as a result of the solitude. When there is solitude and we turn off the noise from the world, we're able to do more of the internal work. And so anything that maybe wasn't closed off or wasn't learned, experiences that you maybe rushed through, or things that have taken a long while to develop, there could just be a lot of questions coming up for you. And again, higher power. So there is a need for you to tap into source. And maybe you're going through a heart chakra opening. There's something about this being highlighted. It's a number 4 card. What was the other card? The other one is also 4. It's 31. If you do numerology, right? 3 plus 1 is 4. This is about your stability, internal stability. And so sometimes the internal aspects of ourselves, whether it's the thought process, how we feel, that's all internal work. And so there's something about the internal instability that you might be feeling, or internal questioning, that confusion that is needing grounding. And so that's why there could be, maybe there's a lot of rumination, maybe there's a lot of what ifs, what coulda, woulda, shouldas, anything about a question that needs answering requires you to go within. And that will then create an internal sense of stability so that the external world matches it. Because if you're worried about your finances, if you're worried about what's happening outside of you, you got to do the internal work, because you're attracting where you are internally. If you don't know, now you know. You're attracting what's happening inside of you. So your internal work is really being highlighted right now. Let's get one more for you, Virgos. Oh, there it is. Scars become stories. This is about healing old wounds. This is about healing, going again within. Look, there's nature again being reinforced. There could be something creative. This is requiring change. So this internal work, the transformative work around questions or wounds or things that are coming up for you, it's a 5 cards because it's 14, and that requires transformation. Scars become stories. So what have you learned from going within? What have you learned, or what will you learn, and how can you create? A story is words that are transformed. And so what stories are you telling yourself about the past? What stories are you telling about yourself in the moment of where you are? There's something about birthing something from your heart. Birthing something from your heart. So it's creative. Anything creative. Doesn't have to be writing. It could be communicating. It could be even making, because the hands are being highlighted over the heart. And hands are about what you do with that information. So, and creating, because this clearly looks like, you know, creation. But the arms over the chest. So there's something about creation. There's something about feminine energy tapping into, and that's all spirituality. When you're connected to spirit, that's where that's the creative force within us. Yeah. Stop talking, Yibs. Where have you been, Virgo? Where have you been? I can talk for hours. I can talk a lot. Where have you been? Let's see. Where have you been? Where have you been? There's a lot of energy. 2 of Swords. You've been making a decision. I'm going to pull them out first, and then I'll show them to you. So where have you been? 2 of Swords. You've been either stuck making a decision or trying to guard your heart around, I don't know why danger came up. You're feeling afraid. 4 of Coins. Yeah, okay. 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords is indecision. 2 of Swords is you needing to make a decision that's in alignment with you. There could have been some intense challenges around you. Maybe you've been needing to protect your heart, guard your heart, or just protect yourself in general, protecting your peace almost. And that's where you've been. That's where you've been. Where are you now? Queen of Swords. So this, you've learned a lot from this, the challenges from the past. This is you owning your truth. And again, it's still guarded. The Queen of Swords, traditionally, there's an awareness that they could smell through bullshit, right? So they can see through things, see people's intentions, because they've learned how to take care of themselves and their heart. And there's just something about oh my gosh, I'm being shown the back. Oh snap. I didn't even see this in the back before. There's heads on in the back. Like old school, like spike on a head. I've never seen that before. I've never noticed that before. And so either you are making sure that you are not... Okay, 2 things are coming up. You're protecting yourself from people who have harmed you, or those are the old versions of yourself that are dying. Could be both. Because the Queen of Swords, right, goes through this transformative experience and knows how to protect themselves. And so there could have been a lot of challenges with other people. There's just a lot of protection. It's just protection. It's just yelling protection. Even Queen of Coins. This is where you're headed. Queen of Coins. So this is very much protecting of the self, protecting of your resources, right? Queen of Coins knows how to nurture things into existence, right? Knows how to take care of oneself. They know how to allow things to take the time that it needs to grow. But there's something about transformation in nature. There's something about finding your gold coin in nature. There's something about nature that's being called to you. Nature could be just earth, anything earth related, anything like actual earth, right? Planting, gardening, plants, you know, hierbas, herbs, animals even. There's something about transforming yourself in nature. No clothes. right? There's no clothes. So it's almost like stripping away the layers of you is where you're headed. What are you needing to focus on right now? We're talking about guarding your heart. This is what popped out. 4 of Coins, which is 4 of Pentacles, being afraid. Being afraid to really step out of whatever finances, abundance you do have or resources you have access to. This is like, I don't want to step out. I don't want to step out there. I don't want to, like, this is what I've created. This is what I want to keep close to me. But there's a hummingbird. Oh, I never noticed that. There's a hummingbird right here in the corner. Whenever I see hummingbirds for me are personal, like one of my personal animals. For me, whenever I see a hummingbird, it tells me I'm always on track. And so again, what spirit animal, maybe there's something about animals, spirit animals, something where this is, okay, let's entertain this, right? Everything's about entertaining something. So this week I saw a hummingbird and I knew, I'm like, I'm on the right track. Hummingbirds, angel numbers, like I have a specific angel number that I have, and whenever I see it, I know I'm on track. So this past week, I was being drawn to meditate more often because I'm in the middle of a transition, so I haven't been meditating a lot. So I put it out there to the universe. There's like this pulling of like, you need to do it more. There's this like, you need to elevate more. Because I need to elevate. So I said, okay, fine. If I see many, many Buddhas, if I see many, 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 many Buddhas in a very like unexpected way, I'll do it, right? I'll increase it, because right now with work and just, you know, I meditate, I'm not meditating myself as I know I need to. But part of me is like, but I don't want to get too lost up here, because that's happened before. Like I need to, my routines, my structure, like get back into the way that I used to do. I'm a Capricorn moon. So, and I didn't realize how much earth, the specific placements of earth that I have on my birth chart. And I'm like, well, that's why, even though I'm an air sign, that I could be very doo-doo, I'm also very grounded. I can be very, very grounded. And my moon is in Capricorn. So it's very much about discipline. It's about work. It's about structure and building something that is long lasting, because I also have my Mars in Taurus. So anyways, long story long, I told the universe, send me a sign, a specific sign, many, many Buddhas. If I see many, many Buddhas, then that's my sign that I need to meditate. So I'm seeing one Buddha here, one Buddha there, like, and I specifically didn't want one big Buddha. I wanted many, many Buddhas. So then I'm walking down my street of work, and I look up and I see a window, and it's all little owls. Many, many versions of owls, little ones, big ones. And if you think about Buddha, right, it's wisdom, it's, you know, enlightenment. So it was in a weird way, right? Many, many, many owls. And then the rest of the week, I've been seeing Buddhas everywhere. And then I heard a message this week just to meditate. So I did. And I'm usually meditate with meditation music. This time I decided not to. And then instead I focused on the sound of Om, because that was something that I discovered while I was in Hawaii, just how soothing that sound is for me. So I did that in my head. Oh my gosh, let me tell you, the meditation for today, so back to back stuff. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, got it. Long story long, hummingbird, pick something, right? Challenge the universe to say, okay, if this is what I need to do, universe, then show me this, right? Something random, and see what happens, right? See what happens. Anyways, let's get you an oracle card. Wait, what's underneath? Let's see what was underneath. King of Swords. Oh, look. King of Swords. Queen and King of Swords. So this is, a King of Swords is very, look, the transformative creature there, right? But it's also being wise. It's all about wisdom. It's all about empathy as well, because it's the feminine and the masculine energy. And so your feminine side could have been wounded, and the masculine is what you're needing to tap into in terms of, or integrate, not tap into, integrate, because you're being called to go within, right? To heal this wounded feminine. And then eventually you're going to take action. But it just feels like the feminine energy is what, this is a lot. Put it back. This 4 cards. I'm not reading 4 cards. Let's mix it up again. 4 cards, no. 2, yes. 4, too much. I already talked a lot. Fine. 3, okay. The Sorcerer, the Hunter, and the Owl. Sorcerer, Hunter, and the Owl. You need to meditate, my friends. If you're not meditating, you need to meditate. The Sorcerer. This is the source of dark power. The Sorcerer represents the destructive aspect of the human psyche and the self-centered behavior that harms others. It symbolizes the unconscious beliefs and ideas that foster separation, conflict, and scarcity. The invitation. When the Sorcerer enters your circle, you're being called to look at how your beliefs around scarcity and self-centered fear manifest in your world. Examine the destructive part of your psyche that misuses power or harbors feelings of resentment, vengeance, lust, greed, bigotry, or hatred. Perhaps you've harmed someone because of these dark tendencies. If so, all is not lost. You have only forgotten that all beings are interconnected and the universe is abundant. The Sorcerer arrives to challenge you to change your thinking. You're given a second chance. Correct your course and practice not blaming others or yourself, because it could also be what words are you telling yourself, right? Or if you're being triggered by other people and what they're doing, right? What are you thinking about regarding those other people? So not blaming them for whatever darkness that lives inside you. Make peace with it and choose another way. So this is also like, you know, with everything destructive that is, you know, we're naming it, occurring in the world, how are you looking at those individuals? And is that harboring any additional anger or fear or like willful, like where you desire harm to them because of the harm that they've caused other people? That's the same thing. That's the same thing. Even though you're not acting on it, emotionally, it's still existing inside of you. The Medicine. Have you been feeling out of sorts because you've been faced with your own character flaws and the pain that you inflict on others or yourself when you are out of alignment? Radical self-acceptance is called for now. You must reconcile these darker aspects of your nature so you don't behave irresponsibly and cause more harm to yourself and the ones you love. It's time to come out of denial and accept responsibility for any of your words or deeds. When you meet the energy of the Sorcerer with humility, and destructive power transforms into grace, which you can use in service to the highest good. Perhaps it's time to make amends. Do it. It will set you free from the shadows and let you step into the light. So if anything is coming up because of you going into solitude, that could be what it's calling you to do. The Hunter, 27. What does that one say? Before the dawn of agriculture, we hunted in the forest to feed our kin. The hunter never takes more than what the village needs to survive, often taking only one creature, the good kill. He is a master tracker who knows which path to follow to find success. The Invitation. Rely on your own skills to traverse the thick forest you are in to reach your destination. You need to follow the tracks left by spirit to claim your bounty, but it requires you to tap into spirit to know which way that is. Do not follow the maps drawn by others, as they will not lead you true. Instead, become the map maker. Find your internal compass and use all of your senses, including your common sense. The Medicine. Don't settle for the roadkill. It could be poison. Be careful that you do not become the prey of your desires and fantasies. Remember to not want more than you need so you are not guided by unbridled ambition. It's okay to come home empty-handed. Both of these are talking about abundance and lack mindset. So there could be a lack mindset that you're struggling with that may be, you know, a lack mindset, and I'm speaking from personal experience, sometimes leads to us overworking. Sometimes leads to us judging the people who have, right? Because we don't have certain things. That's a lack mindset can look in so many different ways. It's not necessarily meaning you're taking something from someone else, but it's how you are doing life within you. So there's something about a lack mindset. The owl is the next one. The many Buddhas. The owl. Owl is the master of the night. She can see situations with perfect clarity. So more so when it is dark, and is able to discern truth when others are sightless. She helps you find your light and your lightness in the darkest moments of your life, and to embrace the night as your ally. Owl can bring you messages from the invisible world. She opens your ears so that you may hear the voices of the ancestors, and you may acquire their wisdom and make it your own. The invitation. Look around you. Notice every detail and find the hidden messages brought to you by the owl. Do not shoot the messenger. Be grateful to the friend who shows you what you have not wanted to see until now. Observe all the facets of the diamond without judgment. Remember that the facets you dislike are often mirrors of the parts of you that you do not want to recognize. Do not be afraid of the truth, as it will become your compass. The medicine. Owl guards against self-deception and insists that your motives be pure and transparent to all. What is the message that you are not hearing? The situation you are not seeing with clarity. Owl invites you to wait patiently. Bide your time until it is right to act. Then do so decisively with no hesitation or remorse. Virgo, that was for you, my friends. Hit the like button if that made sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help somebody else. And don't forget to check out the final reading at the end to see if there is something in there for you. All right, we're moving on to Libra. Let's see what you get, Libra. Libra, Libra, Libra. All right. Oh, there it is. Narrow pathway. Tread thoughtfully. So you're really needing to be intentional with this next chapter, this next part of your path. Be thoughtful. Be thoughtful. Okay. Time to go, and truth be told. Time to go. 45, a 9 card. So a cycle is ending. You're either needing to go somewhere, or someone is going and telling the truth. Truth be told. 14, change. There's going to be some information that's coming in. I don't know if it's you. Time to go. Okay, so either you're needing to speak up and tell the truth of what you're wanting from your heart. Or someone's going to do that with you. Someone's going to come towards you and tell you a truth. So either you have to own your truth or someone is going to do that with you. But there's something about being thoughtful. Being thoughtful with the how. Being thoughtful with the how. Red is for desire. It's the how. What are the desires of your heart, Libra? What is it? Libra, you're entering a season where relationships are going to be really important. Either you're having to end a time period where you've been on your own, you've been doing some type of pathway, you've been really thoughtful and intentional with doing something on your own. But let's be honest. Let's be honest. Like, what are the desires of your heart regarding this path? Because there's a train there. What are you wanting to bring to you? What are you wanting to go towards? What are you wanting to go towards, Libra? What are the true desires of your heart? And being okay with owning that, being okay with whatever those are, you know, I mentioned that you're in a season of relationships, right? And so it doesn't have to be an intimate relationship. It could be a work partnership. It could be, what is it that you're wanting to give life to? Maybe it's, you know, collaborations with other people. But there's something about the desires of your heart and needing to be honest about what it is that you're wanting for this next path. Time to go. It's also possible that this narrow pathway, like, is over. Like this challenge, the hills, the rocky mountains that you've been doing or having to tread on your own, like, it's over. Like that chapter is over. It's time to go. We're not doing that anymore. And so you're needing to tap into your heart a little bit more. Like, you've been doing a lot of the work on your own. And now it's like, okay, what does your heart want? Okay. Where have you been? 8 of Pentacles. You've been sowing the seeds, right? You've been not just sowing the seeds, but like, okay, this is what I've learned. This is what I've gathered from this pathway that I've done, from this journey. I'm nurturing and maintaining the wisdom, right? Your passion projects. Like, you've been really focused on it. You've created a bubble space for yourself for this project. And where are you now? Queen of Swords. Virgo had Queen of Swords, but Virgo's Queen of Swords was a little bit different. Like, she feels liberated. She's like on top of the mountain. Like, I've done this narrow pathway. Like, I've done it, and I've done it in the snow. I've done it in the desert. Like, I've done it. I'm beating to my own beat of my drum. I've gained the wisdom, right? I have all the lessons with me. And where are you headed towards? King of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. King of Wands is all the heart, right? It's Leo energy. Continuing to follow your path. You've created your map. You know, you're headed towards all the desires, like everything. You're headed towards the desires of your heart. Like, there's confidence. There's like, your home is within you. This is home within you. The world is your home, right? He has a backpack. He's good, right? Like, he's the King of Wands is like, I got my backpack. Like, anywhere that I go, home is within me. Right? And then there's 10 of Pentacles. Like, this is legacy. You're building something long-term. Libra, you're building something long-term. What do you need to focus on? Ending a cycle, right? So ending this cycle, like this cycle, and that's what I was saying, like this cycle is ending. The pain, the hurts, like all of that is ending right now. And it's just like, let's completely close it. Because whatever habits, whatever truths, right? You're just ending the cycle. You're totally ending this. It almost feels like, look at how interesting this is. I never noticed it this way. Look at his face. Like, he doesn't look like he's in pain. He doesn't look like he's in pain. He's staring at those swords. Like, it's not even on his back. It's like, I know my truth. I know all my habits. Like, I know they don't hurt me. They don't hurt me anymore. Like, you know, like I can stare at the whatever information is coming. It doesn't hurt me anymore. There's something about completion of that phase. And now it's about the desires of your heart, whatever that is for you on this next path, whatever that is. What's underneath? 4 of Cups. So whatever cycle is needing closure, it's about the past. Like, and I think that's why it's like, what does your heart really want, right? What does your heart really want? There could have been disappointments with love. There could have been disappointments with relationships, but they're the ones that helped you grow. They're the ones that helped you grow. And she's not even looking at the swing. Oh, I love swings. She's not even looking at the swing. She needs to look at the swing. She needs to like remind herself, like, what's fun? What are the desires of your heart when you were a kid? Like, focus on that. Focus on that. Take time if it's coming back, like the cycle, whatever's being repeated, like You've lived it. You've been there, done that. Got the t-shirt. Don't need to relive it again, right? What does your heart truly want? What does your heart truly want? Let's get you an oracle card. Thunder. Thunder, thunder, thunder. Thunder comes before the rain. 56. Legends speak of great thunder beings who live in the sky and call for your attention with great occurrences are meant to happen in the world. They warn when tensions in a situation are called upon to be released. Their presence in your reading reminds you of the dramatic moments in life that changed everything, both awesome and frightening. When thunder arrives, it is also a wake-up call, one that you will not soon forget. The invitation. When thunder comes into your reading, it refers to a big dramatic change that feels like a herd of wild bison on the run. You feel it right through your bones, and you know that you are powerless to influence whatever events have been set in motion. This is the time to be prepared for anything. Your life is an adventure, and wonderful opportunities are arriving now. The trick is to learn to run with them. Qualities that you'll need now more than ever are flexibility, dexterity, and a willingness to experience it all without dictating from where or in what form opportunities will come. Your destiny is arriving. Be ready. That could be why you're headed towards all this. Like everything that you've worked on, right? Like this cycle of pain and like doing things on your own is coming to an end. The medicine. Do you feel like unnecessary drama is waylaying your life? Could you be exhausted from listening to others tell you their never-ending victim story? Or could you be telling yourself a version of the same? It's time for an about face. You're being warned that to come on this path will cause you to regret your choices, even if they appear benign or familiar. It's time to say no to drama, both yours and others. Focus on solutions rather than problems. You are worthy of a drama-free life, right? So remember I mentioned like whatever is lingering, like you've done it before. You don't need the t-shirt. Like move on. Move on from it. Something big is coming and you're ready for it. Libra, you're ready for it. So it's not the time to repeat old patterns, okay? What's done is done. Hit the like button, Libra, if that made sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help somebody else. And don't forget to check out the final reading at the end to see if there's something in there for you. All right, we are moving on. Ooh. We are moving on to Scorpio. Scorpio. Let's see what comes out for you, my friends. Oh, that was fast. You get protected by angels. You are cherished by the angels. Protected by angels. Protected by angels. So whatever is coming up, whatever truths are coming out, just know you're protected. If you feel like you're being left out in the dark, you're not. Go to the sea. You're being called to tap into your intuition. You're being called. I don't think you want to do this. Look at her. She don't look happy. She doesn't want to go. It's also possible you don't know where to go. So that when you don't know where to go, that sometimes can make it really hard to go. Right? It's like going in your car, but you're like, I don't know where I'm driving to. It's like that. You could have some hesitation about actually taking this journey. It is a journey about intuition. I mean, Scorpio, you're a water sign, right? So for some of you, depending on where you have Scorpio or what is activating that energy, there could be what part of your life that's in. Some of you could be learning how to tap into your intuition. Others maybe have done it before, but it's such a deep and transformative energy, scorpionic energy. There's like power and control dynamics. There's trust issues around vulnerability, right? Like opening your heart. And so it's kind of like I'm gonna keep my truth close to me. I'm gonna keep my truth close to me. And the universe is like, no, you gotta open up. Open up. Stitching the stories. Oh, look. Oh, I've never seen this card before. It's beautiful. Stitching the story. So this is, again, healing, transformation. It's a 5 card. This is about healing the story, any wounds that you have, Healing any wounds that you have. Let's do this one. Healing any wounds that you may have. And that's only going to happen if you open yourself up to this new chapter. If you open yourself up to your intuition, to looking at your truth from a different perspective. Because stitching the stories, right, means there's a hole, there's a wound there. Something is needing to be transformed. It could be the words. It could be what you've experienced, the chapters of your life, experiences that you've had with people. Not so much that you have to heal the connections, but heal the experience of it. Heal, because sometimes we can't go back to those individuals. Let me move this so I can pick up the card. Here we go. Sometimes those individuals aren't going to be around for us, for them to say, I'm sorry. We have to do the healing work around that ourselves. Oh, I need one more. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, you get two. Okay. Okay, so where have you been? 10 of Cups, emotional fulfillment. You were in a partnership. You were trying to create something together. Like you feel like you had it all. You feel like you had it all. But something happened. Here's Justice energy and the Hangman. This is the in-between tarot. I love this tarot deck because there's two occurring at once. So 10 of Cups is at the end of a cycle. 10 of Cups could also be very dream-like energy. Usually the 10 of Cups is like a goal, a vision, a dream. This particular 10 of Cups, like they're actually on Earth. So it's something that you had wanted in your heart to occur. And you were trying to nurture it and create it and bring it to existence. Give me a second because the battery of this kind of turned off a little bit. There we go. So whatever it was that you were nurturing actually came to be, but something happened where there's justice that's needing to occur. So Lady Justice there, right, is off her horse, and she's going to go, and there's the Hangman, bring justice to whatever situation occurred. And Hangman, whenever the Hangman comes up, right, it's an awareness of enlightenment. So you're gaining knowledge about something that maybe was not balanced out and it needs balancing. And you're headed towards 7 of Cups and 8 of Cups. Oh, I haven't seen this card either. So usually the 7 of Cups is options, it's choices, but here it's not. It's like you put all your eggs in one basket. It's like something broke. The cup that you picked broke. The cup that you picked broke, and in it is now this illumination, this rose. But there's almost this, like, I don't want to say fear that it broke, but like this fear of the awareness, better choice of words. There's fear around the awareness that you've gotten from this choice that you picked. Maybe it was a person, right? Because it's 10 of Cups, so it's family. Maybe it's a person that you wanted to build a family with. There's some type of awareness that's going to come about around fairness, around balance. It's Libra energy, right? There could have been some like balance. Libra, on the unbalanced version of Libra, is too yes-pleasing. It's too much staying quiet for the sake of the relationship, right? And so there could have been some imbalance with how this relationship was unfolding or did unfold. And now there's justice that's coming up to bring about an awareness regarding this cup that you chose. And it's between the 7 of Cups and the 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups is like going on a spiritual journey. So this relationship had a purpose. This connection had purpose. It was supposed to be unbalanced to give you enlightenment. It was supposed to create this experience for you so that you can become aware of the cup that you chose. Like, oh, this isn't what I thought it was going to be. What you're needing to focus on, Knight of Coins. Knight of Coins is Virgo energy. Slow, right? Scorpio, you can kind of sometimes be like, I don't give a flying fuck, I'm gonna jump right in, because Scorpio is opposite of Taurus, so it's also very much a risk taker, right? There's a lot of impulsive energy sometimes with Scorpio. There's a lot of certain habits, certain what's the right word? Addictions, entertainment that one could jump into really quickly. But you're being asked to go slow with whatever it is that you're creating. Either with what, okay. So the Knight of Coins and the Queen of Coins. So these two energies is about going slow. Going slow with what you want to create. Queen of Coins, Queen of Pentacles knows about self-care, knows about making sure you stay balanced, that you're not over giving of yourself, that things take time to grow. So sometimes decisions need a slowing down pace. So this is integrating that knowledge with the High Priestess and the Empress. The High Priestess and the Empress is the combination of feminine energy from the spiritual world and the earthly world. So it's about the dreams that you bring into existence and how you go about doing it. Virgo energy, right? Pentacle energy, taking your time to birth whatever the combination of those two come about. So that's the stitching. This is the stitching of the stories, right? Yeah, so you're about to go into, yes, Queen of Coins, Ira. You're becoming this person. You're learning how to nurture something into existence, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a project, whether it's aspects of yourself that you've neglected. You are headed towards better self-care and better habits, skill sets around relationships. It's also possible, because there's a lot of earth too, that there's connection went through many cycles. This connection, like there was different cycles that it came about, but it's gotten like almost to the end. Like this is it. It's judgment time. It's judgment time. Upper world is what you get. Scorpio, upper world, 59. Essence, angels, divine helpers, the ancient ones, and all varieties of luminous beings populate the upper world. It is the place where you go to retrieve your destiny and find out who you will become. Discover your great potentials and undreamt of possibilities. It is also the place where the spirits of the dead arrive when they complete their journey to the light. The invitation. The upper world is calling you to step into your fully realized self. Clear distractions so that you can move into a higher destiny. Do not fall to the temptation to craft a slightly more improved version of yourself. What you perceive as a problem or an obstacle is in fact the irritation you need to take the great leap. Remember, you cannot cross the Grand Canyon in 2 small jumps. The medicine, ask your divine helpers for guidance. If the oracle has already spoken to you, do not ask for more guidance. Take what has been offered. Now you must deal with the lethargy and idleness. While support for a new destiny is not yet in place, a new destination is available to you if you act now. All right, Scorpio, that's for you, my friends. Hit the like button if that made sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help somebody else. And don't forget to check out the final reading at the end to see if there's something in there for you. All right, we are moving on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Let's see what you have going on. Okay, Sag. Oh, almost. There's always one that wants to come out but doesn't fully come out. I do pull jump outs. There we go. If it doesn't obviously come out, I don't pull it out. Taking shelter. The answers are within. There could have been a storm that you've been going through, a storm that is requiring to kind of slow down, to stop, get some guidance on. The answers are always within. So it could just be like, let's shut out the noise of the world. Let's step away from whatever storm that was for a minute and just get some guidance. Soulmates, chaos, and conflict. This could be regarding a partnership, some type of soulmate energy. It could be a friend, it could be an intimate partner, someone that has helped transform you. Chaos and conflict. There's more change. This person has either helped you change or you have helped them change, but there's been some conflict around it. Could be around if it's the 6th card, 33, 3 plus 3 is 6. So that's reciprocity. What has that look like? And what's needing to change in that connection? What's needing to change? Tiny messengers. So going within, you're going to get answers in different ways. You just have to listen. Maybe you need to go into nature for a little bit. Things are going to be illuminated. Things are going to be illuminated, but the silence is what's needed so that you can hear what those messages are. I mean, people are messengers. You know, the words that we hear, our dreams sometimes are messages if you know how to interpret them. Music, messages can come in the form of music. It's, you know, your intuition. Sometimes some people are learning how to tap into their intuition. Other people just naturally have it. So you have to kind of figure out, where are you in connecting with your intuition? Because your intuition is your guidance. It's your compass. It's what's telling you where you need to go next. And when we don't know how to listen, that can get a little blurry. So where have you been? Ace of Truth. There's been some type of knowledge, some type of awareness that came to your attention, maybe an idea. And 10 of Pentacles. You've been focused right now on just creating that sense of stability, grounding all of those ideas that came to you for abundance. And you've been working with other people on that. Other people. There's a group of you that have been focused on that, on just your finances, and that's where you are right now. So you had some type of awareness. It could have been a spiritual awakening, just some type of awareness or information that now you've turned into, or are turning into, because it's like continues, right? Into finances. Where are you headed next? 5 of Pentacles and Queen of Wands. There's 5 of Pentacles is almost like a little bit of lack mindset, but it's also grief and loss, because it's like there's spilt milk around it. Like there's something around disappointments with certain cycles or lessons or experiences that you've had in the past, but it almost feels like you're healing that. Like it's closing up. Like it's no longer accessible to you. Like it's like you've allowed it to transform, and now it's like, you know, it's like when the world is like, ooh, you know, closing up, the clouds are closing up, because you have the 5 of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. So it's almost like you've had to learn to reclaim your power around these emotional experiences, and it helped you reclaim your confidence around your worth and what's important to you and the desires of your heart. It could have been this partnership that needed transformation, or that was transformative for you, and it caused some upheaval. And now, because you've been able to heal that part of yourself and know that you are truly abundant, right? Now it's about partnerships. Like again, there's something more balanced coming your way. Something where both of you have something to contribute. Like if you notice here, it's, you know, both of these are fulfilling this heart. So it's kind of like, I used to tell this to some of my young adult clients, right? A partnership, a soulmate, isn't one where you're linked up or they're your other half. It's two whole people coming together and then creating a third thing together and investing in that third thing together. whether that's a relationship, whether that's a child, whether that's a project. That's healthy versus the traditional way of how relationships were taught to us. And so there's something about that you've learned. What's underneath? The moon. Through the healing process, right? Again, there's two. And notice, like, they're happy. So there's something about just the healing work that's been done, because they're smiling under the moon. So it's almost like that, you know, like that time, the full moon is usually the full moon that's lit up. But here it's like, like the transformation has occurred. The transformation has occurred, and now both are able to get, like, there's better alignment, there's better balance. But there's something about going within and hearing the messages, right? Hearing the messages, continue to do you. Continue to do you, and this partnership will show up. Yeah. The tiny messengers. This was a transformative soulmate, for sure. Transformative soulmate. Smoky mirror. I haven't seen this one. Smoky mirror. 47. The smoky mirror represents the aspects of what is implied yet cannot be immediately known in the world. The mystery of how things come together and how they fall apart without obvious causality. Causality. This symbol also represents the shadow of the human psyche, the parts of the self that one disowns. The smoky mirror can also represent a state of denial or the inability or refusal to see the truth. The invitation: when the symbol of the smoky mirror appears, you're invited to see beyond your own self. Acknowledge that, past the limits of your current ability to perceive, there is a vast interconnected world where events are orchestrated in divine order but challenging to fully grasp. Now is the time to trust that no matter what the current conditions of your world reflect, in the hidden realm, all aspects of the human journey are celebrated. The beauty and the darkness, the misery and the courage, the chaos and the conflict. No matter where you are on your journey, know that some things are meant to be a mystery, which you are meant to understand only through experience. Take heart, for the smoky mirror will ultimately show you beauty and wonder once the fog lifts the distortion you see now. There's also possible that maybe there's question around this past soulmate, right? And you're looking for answers, but the whole purpose of this was to heal the imbalance of that situation, to reclaim your confidence, to build what you're building, and to find an alignment that's matches who you're becoming. The medicine. Understanding the shadow of the human journey requires you go deep into your story to discover the wound that prevents you from seeing the truth of your current situation. Your fears and expectations of disappointment and unworthiness may be clouding your capacity to see the potential in yourself and others. The smoky mirror may be showing you things you don't want as a result of your conditioning. These can become even more real, but only because you are making it so. The choice is yours. The world will hold you accountable for what you see and create. Can you see through the eyes of truth and faith instead? And so because you're not here yet, the healing of your heart, it could be that you're still working on that piece of it. You're still working on it. So enough to where you can now focus on the self-love aspect or the love in a new partnership that is better aligned. So whether that is you and your higher self or it's you and somebody new, it's like an elevated experience. All right, Sag, that was for you, my friends. Hit the like button if that made sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help somebody else. And don't forget to check out the final reading at the end to see if there's something in there for you. All right, we're moving on to Capricorn. Let me take a sip here. Cafecito. Get me through the day. Oh, okay. Capricorn, grounding. Go deep, explore your roots. Capricorn, it's time to look at your past. Go within. Take some time alone if you haven't already done so. Connect with nature. There could be something regarding your ancestry. Message in the bottle. The message is coming from inside the house. So it's within you, being able to tap into what those messages are. Allow those messages to come out. What's happening inside you, allow those messages to come out. So again, meditation, making sure you stay grounded with whatever information becomes enlightened. Fairy dust. You could have magic in your background. Fairy dust. There could be some these are cute. There's some, look at how the people in your family system have changed. Look at the patterns. When you do your family tree or your ancestry chart or whatever, what patterns stick out to you? Especially around spirituality, especially around healing, around emotions, around magic. Like, were there any miraculous events in your history? Like, just do a next deep exploration around your family history, like what and spirituality. There's something about both. I mean, fairy dust is fairy dust, but oftentimes when I look at fairy dust, for those who don't believe in like practical magic or anything like that, it's more energy. So it's spiritual belief systems, it's healing practices, right? And for each one of you, depending on your family history and cultural upbringings, right? Like all of that, right? It's going to be unique to each and every one of you, but just because it's unique doesn't mean that, you know, it's wrong. It's just different. And so a lot of it is first understanding, okay, what has that looked like in my life, in my family life? Where have you been? Two of Wands. You've had a calling. You've had a calling to be pulled in a certain direction, or to explore maybe these aspects of your life. Like you've built something, you've been working on something, like you got that grounded. But now there's something else, right, that is calling your attention. And right now, what you're being confronted with is a spiritual journey. Is like, I know there's something out there. I know there's something that's calling out to me. Like, look, she's headed towards the waters. She's headed towards the waters. She knows that there's something out there. And then Two of Swords, learning how to trust your intuition, learning how to walk in the night without seeing, right? Learning how to make the decision that's in alignment with you. Two of Swords, she's crossing her heart. She's having to trust her intuition about what decision, where she's going to go next, right? And right now, what you're needing to focus on, you got 3 cards, the Temperance energy. So again, it's behind the scenes transformation. It's also restriction on certain habits. Page of Pentacles, being open to learning something new. So allow yourself to be transformed and be open. This is an interesting Temperance. She's mixing water. So again, there's some type of emotion. It's regarding emotions. Usually it's fire and water, but this is just water. So there's something about your emotions that you're needing to tap into. Giving yourself permission to learn something new so that more opportunities open up for you. And not only that, but what you're learning could be regarding your intuition and learning how to decide what choice is best for you. You could also be learning how to decipher your dreams, because this is like the dream state, right? So there's some behind the scenes learning that you're needing to focus on, but you gotta ground yourself and be open to the emotional journey that this is going to evoke. Yeah, what's underneath? King of Wands, Leo energy. This is reclaiming your confidence in a new way. This is reclaiming your confidence. The King of Wands and the high vibration is very much joyful and empathetic, and knows how to be silly, but also knows when to be serious, when to be playful and when to be serious. So there's something about balancing those two things. Yes, stay grounded, but also believe in magic. Right? Because these are the opposing ones. Like, yes, stay grounded, believe in the tangible stuff, but then believe in magic. So there's something about like the dual thing, right? Which makes sense. They're both very yeah. Like, stay grounded, but you know, believe in your dreams. There's something about that. What does this say? Pachamama, Pachamama. I've heard of that. What have I? Pachamama. I've heard this. Is it in Peru? No. Where was it? Where was it? I heard it. I've heard of this. Pachamama. Pachamama represents the unconditional love that the earth has for all her children, including the stones, the plants, the animals, and humans. She is the goddess of earth, also known as Gaia, who pervades all creation in our planet. Thanks to Pachamama, our timeless soul can experience life in a biological body. The joy and pain we taste during our brief time on earth are invitations to discover the boundless love of the Pachamama. The invitation: you are a child of the earth. Now is the time to eat right, love right, and be joyous, regardless of the circumstances you may find yourself in. Be grateful for your life, your body, and all that nourishes you. Pachamama invites you to relish each breath, embrace your joy and your pain equally, and discover love through both. Let Pachamama know how much you appreciate all her blessings with an act of service, such as planting a tree, helping save an endangered species, or protecting the ocean. The medicine: you still believe that you have been cast out of the Garden of Eden, that you are motherless and homeless. You suppose that you need to work very hard to survive or thrive. It is time to stop suffering. Let go of that old myth and realize you were given the garden to rejoice in and to become its steward. Your melancholy is really a longing to return to the heart of Pachamama. Listen deeply to the mother who is always there for you. Walk in beauty and honor all life. Wow. That includes all the things you see and you can't see. All right, Capricorn, that was for you, my friends. Hit the like button if that made sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help somebody else. And don't forget to check out the final reading to see if there's something in there for you. Okay, moving on to Aquarius. Aquarius. Oh, that was quick. What you get? Choosing your path. All is possible. All is possible. Choose your path. You have opportunities. Your choice. You don't know what to do. Pick something. Anything. That'll lead you to the next thing. Poised. Feeling like you've been set free, maybe. It feels like you're reclaiming your confidence, reclaiming your transformation. Aquarius, you're reclaiming your confidence in a situation or a part of your life that you're realizing, you know what, I could do something different. Forget the map. It's like, F the map. I don't need a map. I'm just going to pick something. It's me and my higher self. Again, it's like the world is endless for you, Aquarius. Take it. This is good energy. This is like, F the map. Like, I know where I'm going. It's just going to lead me to the next thing. Pack light. You don't have to take all the baggage. Let go. of let go of whatever you're not needing, and travel light. Especially if you don't know where you're going, you might, you know, you might buy something there. You might, I mean, I know I'm learning how to pack light so that I'm not overwhelmed, and I know that whatever destination I go to, like, I'll find something there. I'll find something there. Okay, you got a lot of cards, my friends. Let's see. Where have you been? You've been ending a cycle, Ten of Swords. You're ending a cycle around not knowing what to do. Feeling a pull, feeling like there's something out there for me, and I don't know where to go, but you're finally starting to take the steps. This is you, Two of Wands, Three of Wands. This is this natural progression after an ending of a cycle of like, I'm just gonna take the first step. And you're going to gain enlightenment through that process, through every step. It's just a matter of you releasing control, allowing yourself to step into this new thing. And you're going to realize, oh wow, there's a lot of people already doing stuff. You might feel a little intimidated. You might feel a little bit, oh my gosh, like, we're fighting for attention. We're fighting for attention. And you're going to learn something new. You're going to learn how to balance yourself better. You're going to learn how to take your creation and present it to the world where there could be other people already doing something similar. And the advice is to release control around it. Release any worries that you have once you gain this enlightenment, this awareness. Judgment is transformation. So transform any of those worry thoughts that you have about other people maybe having already done this, or feeling like whatever arguments are coming up. Maybe there's arguments around what you should learn, or it's an awareness of what you do want to do, but then it's like, how do I do it? There's just already a lot going on around me. And you could get stuck in your head, Aquarius. You are an air sign, but remind yourself that you are also a rebel. So it's, you know, this transformative experience where you're tapping into your heart, becoming the King of Cups, learning how to tap into your intuition and manifest, learning how to trust yourself, learning how to be calm in the middle of the storm, right? Usually there's a lot going on. There's big waves around the King of Cups, and his emotions are stable. And Aquarius, you can do that. You have the ability to detach from what's happening in the world. And so you are embarking in alchemy, transformative process behind the scenes through this experience. Whatever path you choose to go on, you're going to learn something new. It's going to continue to reinforce your belief in yourself, your confidence in yourself, especially because Pluto is now in your first house of the self. And so I'm glad you're taking these first steps. It's going to help you trust yourself again. And come out this new version of yourself. Let's get an oracle card for you, Aquarius. A lot of experiences are coming your way. These are a lot of cards. A lot of new experiences, a lot of new information that's going to help you get to the next thing. The Tree of Life. Oh, I haven't seen this before. The Tree of Life. Look at that. I haven't seen that one too. 58. There's still a lot of these. I've used this deck a lot, but I know I haven't seen all of the cards. 58 says, the Tree of Life is a sacred symbol throughout the Americas. Its deep roots reach into the lower world, the unconscious, while its branches reach to the heavens, the source of destiny. To be whole in your life's journey, it is important to have deep roots and high branches. A tall tree with shallow roots falls in the first wind, but a tree with deep roots can weather any storm. The invitation to find health and balance in your life. Reflect on how you dance with your actions, your thoughts, and your feelings. If you are too much in your thinking head or in a world of fantasies and daydreaming, connect more with your roots and physical body. If you are caught in mechanical doing and you are feeling stuck, not being able to imagine a better life for yourself, open yourself to be inspired by the heavens. Let your roots and branches be aligned with your heart's longings. The medicine. What nutrients do you need to add to your soil to grow strong? The seed of the oak will not grow on barren ground or without the light of the sun. What dreams do you want to awaken to create a mindful destiny? Reflect on how you want to blossom, the kind of fruit you want to produce, and where you want to sow your new seeds. Be a conscious creator. That's so lovely. Aquarius, that's for you, my friends. Hit the like button if that makes sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help somebody else. And don't forget to check out the final reading at the end to see if there's something in there for you. All right, we're moving on to Pisces. Let me get all these cards. Aquarius had a lot of cards in their hands. All right, Pisces. Oh, it's 111. I love it, love it, love it, love it. 111, and yeah, I'm recording this before I post, obviously, right? Not live. All right, Pisces. There we go. Oh, these are coming out quickly. Discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. New information is being brought to your attention that's causing you maybe to leave home, maybe to leave, to walk away from something. You're walking away from something. Whatever truth you've discovered, you're walking away from it, or you're on the search for truth. And you're right there. You're right there. Not for you. Something, maybe you're walking away from something that is not for you. Something with power games. Or power games. Something that wasn't balanced. Pisces, you've discovered some truth about something that you've been experiencing, maybe someone you've been experiencing, Pisces, and you're discovering, oh no, this is not for me. This is not for me. So you're walking away from it. You're walking away from it. Let's see. Ancestral memories. There's something about tapping into old wisdom. Maybe you're being called to the sea. You're being called to transform. There's something about your foundation, your roots, that you're needing to look at to transform. Maybe more truth to discover. More truth to discover, Pisces. Discovering truth. There's an awareness around your ancestral patterns, memories from the past, maybe regarding women or the feminine energy. And you're discovering something's not for you. Something is not for you. And you have the ability to transform that. You have the ability to transform whatever information is coming to light for you. That's part of the healing process, is when you discover new information. Sometimes it can be shocking. And so now it's like, okay, how are you going to, are you going to choose to integrate that information? Are you going to choose to listen to it or not? And when you do decide that, like, okay, well, what impact is it going to have in your life? You choose, right? I'm pulling all of these out first before I oh, okay. 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 Let's see. Okay, where have you been? Strength. You've been having to overcome someone that was overpowering, or could be Leo energy. So maybe a Leo that you are reclaiming your power over. Usually this card, she's taming the lion. But here, it's almost like the lion had to walk away from her to reclaim his strength in the light. because he's roaring, right? And she's almost like being silenced. So there's something about stepping away from someone, a partnership maybe, and that allowed you to reclaim your power. And now you're in the Four of Coins. So there's some guarded energy. There's some like, okay, I'm, you know, being more mindful, more intentional about who I'm going to share my resources with, who I'm going to share my ideas, my time, my energy. Like I'm keeping my energy close. Usually Four of Coins is like lack mindset, but I feel like here, I mean, and it still could be, but it almost feels like I'm protecting myself. I'm protecting what I have. I'm protecting my energy, my time, my resources. Like because of this experience in the past, you're now also free to look at other ways of it's like she's looking up. So there's almost like this, like I'm looking for other ways. The spiritual coin, the sun is still in the background. And usually Four of Coins is like there's three tangible and there's one that's spiritual that hasn't yet had tapped into. So there's something spiritual. So you have certain resources accessible to you that you're keeping close to you, being more mindful about how you share that with, but there's a spiritual one that you have not yet tapped into, and you're headed towards the King of Swords. So gaining wisdom, gaining enlightenment because of that experience, you're headed towards that. What are you needing to focus on right now is your alignment with yourself. Your alignment with yourself, that's the Lovers and the Ten of Cups. So this is love. This is how do you open yourself up again to love? How do you align yourself? Because the Lovers is also you and your higher self. How do you align yourself with a partner that not only transforms you, your higher self transforms you, but it could also be an actual partner and emotionally fulfills you, right? Someone you can emotionally like create something with. Something, look at how cute. There's cats, but there's also these animals looking up to them. So there's something about this partnership, the self-love aspect or the ideal relationship that you're looking for is going to be different than what you've discovered. Right now, what you are walking away from is not for you. But there's healing work that needs to occur. There's needing to tap into spirituality to become this King of Swords, to become, and this is air energy, so it's tapping into air qualities, being discerning, being using your mind more, right? Being able to be wise with the information, the lessons that you've learned, so that you can open your heart again to the right partner. What's underneath? Pisces. Two of Cups. Alignment of self. There's alignment of self. When you align yourself with your higher self, right? Spirituality. When you align yourself with your higher self, you attract the partner that's also aligned. Yeah. When you align yourself, you attract the partner that is then in alignment with the person you are becoming. So there's something about that. That's cute. That's cute. That reminds me of Mira, look how cute this is. It's something where this partnership is going to be fair and balanced. Look at how they're embracing each other. She's kissing him and then he's kissing her. There's something mirroring about this connection that you're walking towards. Look, and it's a mirroring. It's balanced. There's going to be more balanced in this partnership, but you have to do the transformative work. There's something about tapping into spirituality and integrating the wisdom from the past, ancestral memories. What has the feminine energy looked like in your life? Yeah, the Sacrifice is the card you get. The Sacrifice. Let's see what that says. The sacrifice means to make sacred. The sacrifice is an offering of gratitude made from the heart, a feast of love prepared for spirit. In olden days, sacrifices sometimes involved rituals in which blood was offered to the gods. For example, in the Bible, Yahweh preferred Abel's sacrifice of one of his lambs to Cain's offering of vegetables and fruits. In Middle America, however, you would think I would know how to say this, Quetzalcoatl, the Lord of the Dawn, came to teach the spirit preferred our songs and our prayers to the blood of humans or animals. The invitation. The sacrifice asks that you offer to spirit that which is most precious to you. Your offering will be sanctified and returned tenfold. You will be elevated to the altar at which you have been praying and meet the divine at the table with the heavenly feast. You are welcome guests in this banquet. Your heart is the only worthy offering you can bring. Your heart is all about love. Your heart. Life has been generous with you in so many ways. The medicine. What is the one person or thing that you feel you cannot live without? It is time to offer it to spirit. It is time to offer it all to spirit so that it may unfold as it will. Do not cling to the old form or allow your sacrifice to weigh heavily upon you. You have sacrificed yourself and your dreams for too long. Now is the time to rededicate yourself to your journey. When you make sacred, you open the doors to infinite wealth. Do not delay. So this is about opening the possibilities, walking away from the things that are not for you, the people that are not for you or that once were but no longer are, because people serve a purpose in our lives. Everybody has a place in a chapter of our lives, and sometimes they last long and sometimes they don't, and sometimes they come back together in different ways. So it's really about giving yourself permission to do the healing work around that and then see what happens without expectations. All right, Pisces, that was for you, my friends. Hit the like button if that made sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help somebody else. And don't forget to check out the final reading at the end to see if there's something in there for you. Moving on to Aries. Let's see what you get, Aries. Aries. Oh, there we go. Aries, passion and pleasure. Savor your life. Are you savoring your life, Aries? Are you giving yourself permission to whatever is happening in your life right now to focus on the things that are going well? By the book, 11. By the book. There's something about balancing lighthearted energy with learning, with grounded energy. By the book is earth energy, Virgo energy sometimes. A star in the night. It's so pretty. I haven't seen this card before. A star in the night. It's almost like you're needing hope. It's like there's some type of reflection that's going on. You're reflecting on something that you've protected. You went from passion and pleasure to something more grounded and doing things by the book. It's like these extremes, right? Playfulness, like just excitement, like just letting go, and then it's like by the book. And then they're looking to the past. So it's almost like maybe needing to balance how you're doing life, like too serious, and then needing to remember how to be playful. Which one have I not used? Let's do this one. A star in the night. A star in the night makes me feel like North Node, right? The star in the night, but it's also like a hope, like the star card. Like there's something about healing the past, healing your hopes, your dreams, healing something that maybe you have forgotten about, that you once protected. I just feel like it's healing energy, Aquarian energy, a star in the night. Where have you been? Wheel of Fortune. You've ended a cycle. You're ending a cycle. That's where you've been. Where are you now? The Three of Wands. You're trying to take those first steps to this next new thing. Here we go. Okay. Where have you been? You've been ending a cycle. Wheel of Fortune, right? Something destined. Three of Wands. Right now you're taking your first steps. You're waiting for those ships to come in. It's like, okay, I've taken these first steps. Then what, universe? Are you going to bring it? Like the healing, like what? And yes, it's going to be brought in. The High Priestess. So this is tapping into your intuition, spirituality. You're going to become much more knowledgeable. And right now, you're just needing to focus on celebrating those small wins, celebrating those small steps that you're taking towards healing, because that could be what this is, right? By the book, it's like, okay, I'm going to do things how I'm being told. There's three elephants, Three of Wands, Three of Cups. There could have been a lot of third-party energy that you're now healing, and now it's becoming something more like, I'm going to take those first steps. I'm going to celebrate my wins. I'm going to surround myself with people that I can celebrate, whoever those people are, right? Whoever those people are, I'm going to celebrate those small wins and continue to take those small steps towards my healing process. What's underneath? Queen of Wands. You're going to reclaim your confidence in doing this. The Queen of Wands is not like there's a black hat there, and usually the story usually goes where she doesn't care what other people think regarding superstitions. Like she doesn't care, you know, what they think about hocus pocus, right? Like she knows that this is the life that she's choosing, and it's the life that's joyful because it's wand energy, it's Leo energy, it's fire energy, and so it's like fire, passion, pleasure. That's, you know, fire. And so there's something about recognizing the superstitious, the taboos. It's like, you know, not being afraid of the taboo, right? Kind of saying, no, this is what's helping me. Like, okay, I'm gonna trust it, and you're gonna reclaim your confidence in yourself as a result. The Council is the card that comes out. That's pretty. I haven't seen that one either. The Council. The Council are the luminous beings who hold the collective wisdom of humanity. They are the ones before whom you will do your life review when you cross into the world of spirit. A life review is when we place our good and our bad deeds on a divine scale and attempt to explain why we did not love or forgive or dare as greatly as we might have. Know that their wisdom is available to you at all times when you live in a state of yes, in unconditional relationship with life. They remind you of your place around a sacred fire, which has been reserved for you since the beginning of time. You will claim it when you own your inner wisdom. The invitation. The Council has a message for you. Listen with your inner senses. The handwriting is already on the wall, so look about you and you will discern its meaning. Do not wait for further signs. Embark on the journey to love deeply, forgive sincerely, and dare greatly. Take the leap without requiring life to assure you of success. The medicine. You are never alone. Turn to the Council to find the guidance you seek and listen to the voice that arises spontaneously. Turn a deaf ear to the nagging voice from your ego that tells you that you are not up for the task before you. Create a spiritual feast for the Council. Invite them to your altar every time you meditate or pray. All right. Aries, that's for you, my friends. Hit the like button if that made sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help somebody else. And don't forget to check out the final reading at the end to see if there's something in there for you. All right, we are moving on to Taurus. Let's see what you get, Taurus. Taurus. Oh, almost. Taurus. Taurus. Taurus, Gemini, then Cancer, then Leo, then the general reading at the end. There we go. Taurus, headed into unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be. You're starting on this journey. Maybe you're not sure where you're headed, but that's okay. You're going to be guided. You're going to gain wisdom through this experience. You could also ask for help. It's okay to get a leg up. It's okay to reach out for help. This could be someone that is spiritual that you're going to reach out to. So you could be headed towards some type of healer, because it's a 34 card. That's 3 plus 4, which is 7s. And so you could be asking for help from someone as you learn how to navigate this process, the steps to where you're wanting to go. Here we go. Trust what you sense. The third eye, your third eye is going to open. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That goes back to 2. So alignment of yourself. Trust what you sense. So this is going to teach you how to tap into your intuition. This is going to help you tap into what you see and what you don't see. Mostly what you don't see. Like, how can you tap into your third eye? How can you tap into your intuition? You hold the key. You hold the key to where you want to go. And I think you just need to remember how to tap into it. You could also be headed towards a Gemini, because, you know, these look like twins. You could be headed towards a Gemini or someone who has done the mirroring, learned how to tap into their the dark night, they've learned how to tap into their intuition. So you're reclaiming that process for yourself. Trust what you sense. Your body holds the key to your intuition. So if you have had trauma, intense life events, that interrupts your internal guidance. And so you could be needing healing to reclaim that, to learn how to decipher that again. But you're going to learn, you could be having your third eye opening, because there's a flame here. Right? And so that's going to help you navigate this next chapter of your life. I'm pulling out the cards first. Okay. Where have you been? Page of Wands. You've been trying to tap into like freedom, right? I want to be free. I want to be joyful. I want to ground an idea, a passion project, right? And you're gaining enlightenment, awareness. This is happening right now. This is in the now position. Right now, things are challenging for you, or there's this rocking of your energy, of your boat, of your experience. Or it could be your tangible experience, or it could just be an awareness that you're going through, because Tower moments don't necessarily mean that things are falling apart all over you, although they can. It could also be your belief systems are being challenged, and it's kind of forcing this awakening of looking at life from another perspective. So that's happening to you right now, Taurus. That's going to lead you towards the Four of Swords, which is healing. Healing all of the things that are becoming illuminated for you, and that could be why you're going for a leg up. It's like, I'm needing healing. And you're becoming you. Taurus, this is you, the Hierophant. You're becoming either a wise shaman or a wise healer yourself once you go through this process. It's like, I always see the Hierophant as the hermit that's come down from the mountain, and it's like sharing the wisdom to the world now. It's like I've learned certain things, new belief systems, right? And I'm going to share the wisdom that I've gained from this path that I'm taking. And it's going to heal your heart. So this is something that you're needing to do to heal your heart. And healing your heart doesn't necessarily mean like relationships. But yeah, it is. I mean, not like, you know, sometimes we think it's like, oh, you got a broken heart. But you can get broken hearts from just dreams that weren't fulfilled. or that you feel you've lost out on. You could have a heartbreak around yourself, how you viewed yourself, and healing the relationship with yourself. It could be a relationship with a parent, a friend, or even the future version of you, right? And so it's healing mindsets as well that are connected to those experiences. So you are going through this experience to do the healing work and become the Hierophant. Middle world is the card that you get. 333 just stood out. 336. The middle world. The middle world is the realm of day-to-day reality and the playground of the living. It is the present moment where everything is happening, yet the middle world is created by the future, not only the past. It is a mirror of the invisible realms. When things are right in the middle world, heaven and earth support everything. When they are not right, heaven and earth must be brought into order as well. The invitation. The middle world shows up when conditions are favorable to your undertaking. Do not hesitate. Move forward as heaven and earth are smiling upon you. The time is right, so be expedient, but mindful of not being reckless. The world is your playground, and what would require great effort at any other time can be accomplished with ease right now. The medicine. Do not try to correct in the earth what needs to be corrected in the heavens. The resources to support the change or endeavor you are considering are not readily available to you yet, so it's important to ask for help from the invisible realms, from helpers in the upper world. For now, wait. So that could be why there could be a little bit of hesitation with everything that's happening around you right now. It's like, okay, I think I need help. I need help. I've gone to the point. I've gotten myself to the point where I need to be, but now I need help. So if you realize that, ask for help. If you feel sure of your path, keep going on your path, right? All of you are in a different place, and it's just a matter of being honest and trusting your senses of like, okay, what are you truly needing right now to just get you over this hump? If it is a hump, right? If you're going through a tornado and you need a lot of help, well, then that's a different story, right? And then ask for help if you're needing that. All right, Taurus, that's for you, my friends. Hit the like button if that makes sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help somebody else. And don't forget to check out the final reading at the end to see if there's something in there for you. All right, moving on to Gemini. Oh, there we go. You get navigating by the stars. Follow your bliss. Look at that. So tap into maybe astrology. Follow what does your North Node say? Like, what does your birth chart say? So there could be an ask for you to do that, and or just follow your bliss. What are the things that make you feel good, right? When you do things because they feel good, things become easier. And if there's things that you're needing to do but not wanting to do, you're not ready for that, to tackle that task. And a lot of it could just be how you're looking at it. And so there's something about tapping into spirituality, the unknown, the cosmos, your intuition, which translates to your intuition. So if you're having a hard time tapping into your intuition, there's possibly a need for you to remember what that was like. It could be reaching out to other people, exchanging gifts. This could be the time where you are learning how to work with other people collaboratively, exchanging gifts, right? So you have things that you have strengths that you can share with other people, and other people have strengths that they can share with you. And so I think as you go on your path and as you navigate by the stars, you're gonna come across certain people where you'll be able to help each other. You'll be able to help each other grow, help each other expand. Gold in the storm. There's something coming for everybody right now. There's a storm that's coming, and you're needing to learn how to stay calm in the storm, how to stay grounded, how to stay this one, no, let's do this one. You need to learn how to churn, how to transform your gifts so that when the storm comes, you're ready for it. You're ready for it. Let's get you some cards. Where have you been? Where are you now? 2 cards. Oof. Where are you going? I'm not saying anything until I pull out all the cards. All right, Gemini. Where have you been? The Lovers. You've been in a connection with someone. Someone that maybe you didn't know their true intentions, or someone that you've been in a connection with someone that you didn't know their true intentions, or you became enlightened to their true intentions or how they really are. And you've had to defend yourself. You've had to really defend yourself. This is, you're ending a cycle. Let's just say that. You're ending a cycle. You're ending a cycle where you've had to defend yourself. And you're headed towards a calmer shores. Knight of Swords, 6 of Swords is where you're headed. So you're headed quickly into this next chapter, something that's going to be easier for you, something that's going to be lighter for you, something where you could take your truth with you. What you're needing to learn how to do now, though, is how you are going to continue to trust your intuition and pick the wise path. Be discerning about the choices that you make, about how you communicate. The King of Swords knows how to use their wisdom with the words and how to lead others and make decisions, right? 2 of Swords, how to protect. Like this, remember I said the storm is coming, there's fire that's coming, and you're going to learn how to communicate in a way that will either help people in this next storm, or how you're exchanging the knowledge that you have, right? Maybe you're exchanging knowledge. Maybe that's the thing that you're exchanging is knowledge. But right now you're needing to focus on your communication. You're needing to focus on the how you are going to lead, the how you're going to make decisions, because it's all sword energy. It's going to require strength. This next phase is going to require you to transform and have the strength to do this work. Yeah, you're ending a cycle. And you're not only ending a cycle, but you're healing. You're in the middle of healing, having to defend yourself. You're healing that right now. And you're healing your communication. The how you're doing it. The how you're defending yourself. You're healing that. The hummingbird. Oh, I love the hummingbird. Whenever I see the hummingbird, it means I'm on the right path. 26. Despite being so little, hummingbirds are great journeyers, migrating between North and Central or South America to feed from the summer nectar. This gentle creature can be fiercely territorial to protect its home. Hummingbird teaches us to be gentle to ourselves and protect our own personal space. The hummingbird invites you to embark on your epic quest. Bypass the dung pile of old pain and hurts, head for the flowers, and learn to trust the calling you hear ever so softly. The invitation, the buzzing you feel, is the sound of your hummingbird wings preparing you to say yes to a new adventure. This is not the time to linger on what has gone wrong, but to trust in the rightness of the moment and take bold action. Trust that success is assured even if you must face tests and challenges to reach your destination. Know that all will be well because the all is in the small. The medicine, this mighty being comes to teach you stillness in motion and to trust your inner knowing that the sweetest nectar is assured. Failing to act when the moment is right can spoil your journey. If you feel your safety, comfort, or day-to-day survival are more important than saying yes to the invitation to explore the unknown, you will have to work much harder to achieve what is being offered to you freely now. Still your mind, even in the midst of your very hectic schedule, and heed the gentle voice that calls you to test new wings. Gemini, that's for you, my friends. Hit the like button if that made sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help somebody else. And don't forget to check out the final reading in the end to see if there's something in there for you. Moving on to Cancer. All right, Cancer. Let's see what you get. Oh, there we go. You get Mystic Healer. Healing energy flows through you. Are you becoming a mystic healer? Are you in search of a mystic healer? Are you needing some healing energy? Are you doing the work right now? Blessed. Don't worry. You are being blessed right now with that choice. If you are seeking a healer, you are being blessed. If you are becoming a healer, you are being blessed, right? If you're doing the healing, you are being blessed. So however that makes sense for you, just know that you are blessed. Just believe. There could be some doubt that you might have regarding this process, or there could be some doubt around things being blessed, like there's a storm over that flower. But if you think about a storm brings water to help something nourish. So even challenges help you grow. It just may not be in the way that you would hope to grow. So trust that the way things are being presented to you right now, believe that this is how it's unfolding, because it just needs to unfold in this way for you, Cancer. All right, let's get some oracle cards for you. Oh, okay. I will take all of these for where you have been. Where are you now? You got 4 cards for where have you been. Where are you now? Cancer, that makes sense. That makes sense. So you are in the process of healing. That's what's happening with what I'm being shown right now. That's where you are. Where are you going? Where are you going, Cancer? Oh, okay, 2 cards. Again, a lot of communication coming through. Okay. Oh, 2. That was 2 cards. Okay. Oof. Okay, where have you been? You have 4 cards. Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords, 3 of Wands, and the Devil. So you're trying to look for love. I don't think you're wanting to admit that. And maybe you have, but it's almost like I'm trying to look for love. I'm trying to look for love. I'm trying to look for love. It's almost like there's an embarrassment around it, maybe, or like there's something about home, there's something about your heart, there's something about love that you're not wanting to admit, and there's truth, like you're wanting to move forward quickly with your truth, but you're being held back. You're being held back by that. Gosh, even the 3 of Wands is taking steps, and this feels like you're wanting to walk forward with your truth, with these new, like, it's like, I know where I want to go. I know where I want to go. I want to take these first steps. Like, it's astrology. There's just fast moving energy. This just feels really fast moving energy. And then the Devil, Capricorn energy. You could have a Capricorn in your chart, or you're starting to become aware of the patterns, the cycles, you're taking the mask off. Like, look, you're starting off with a hole in the mask, and you're headed towards taking off it's like you've gone through this transformative process with your heart and your truth and the action, the steps that you're taking, and you're becoming aware of those habits around that. You're becoming aware of the patterns and the cycles around your heart, around your thought process, and the actions that you're taking. That's what this is. and how some of those things might have been self-limiting beliefs, things that you're needing to transform and change. So that's where you've been. Where are you right now? You're now officially facing your mirror. You're officially, you're doing the mirror work, okay, I'm taking the mask off. Let's see it, right? Let's do the work. So you're in the middle of the moon right now. This is the present moment. Where are you headed towards? The Ace of Truth and the Three of Coins. You are headed towards embracing your new truth, and stepping into the limelight, stepping into celebration. But it's really you being shining your light, shining your talents to the world. You're stepping into that. That's where you're headed towards. What are you needing to focus right now? You're still transforming. Five of Cups. You're still transforming. This almost gives me death, rebirth vibes. You're still transforming and healing your heart, releasing control around the desires of your heart. 10 of Cups. She's doing this alone. She's with her dog. So there's something about finding abundance in solitude. Finding the way you transform disappointment around past relationships or losses is by going within and healing your heart around loss, around lack, around whatever belief systems you have around love. Healing that, facing your truth around those patterns regarding the relationships of your past. What's underneath? The Lovers. Yeah, you aligning with your higher self. This is you again mirroring. This is right. Like, can the universe be any clearer? This is alignment of self. This is alignment of self, learning how to find abundance within you so that you can attract that, however that plays out, however that looks, right? And it's about you staying the course with your faith, staying the course that the challenges serve a purpose, that you can still grow in all of that. You're blessed. You're blessed just by existing. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to be anything. You don't have to be, pro or against. Like, it doesn't matter what side you're on. You are blessed. And you're doing the healing work around that right now, Cancer. The Witness. The Witness. Let's see what that says. It's a 10 card, 64. 6 plus 4 is 10, which goes back to you. The Witness observes without engaging in any action. By cultivating inner stillness, we are able to assess any situation from a higher perspective and make better decisions. When we can be present for someone else's difficulties with stillness, then we are able to truly hear them and give better advice. Sometimes we can be so still that we are a mirror for others. Then through our presence, they receive their own answers. The invitation. The witness that has been by your side all along is now ready to become your ally. You thought you were the doer, but today you discover that things happen when you get out of the way. Witness creation unfolding before you. Change reality by finding stillness and letting your true intent reveal itself. The medicine. Acknowledge your preconceptions, ideas, and feelings about the situation you are in, but resist the urge to change any of it. Do not fall back into your controlling patterns. Instead, take a few breaths and connect with the joy of not having to perform. Hold space for the world to keep spinning on its own. So it's about learning, right, how to release control with the Devil energy here. You're learning that self-imposed restrictions everybody experiences, and everybody can set themselves free. So can you, right? And allowing that process to unfold however it unfolds for each individual person is releasing control. And that includes the choices that they've made, right? That maybe there's people around you that you're becoming aware of, that you feel like, oh, they have control issues, or oh, like they're a certain way. And remind yourself, like, because that relationship is around you, then what is it within you, right? What is it mirroring back to you? And maybe you haven't been wanting to see that until now. All right, Cancer, hit the like button if that made sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help somebody else. And don't forget to check out the final reading at the end to see if there's something in there for you. We are moving on to Leo. Oh, that was quick. Ascending the mountain. Keep going forward. You are starting a new journey, Leo. Don't look back. Just keep moving forward. There's going to be some hills that you're needing to climb over, but don't worry. Keep going forward. Ascend the mountain. That was fast. Chop wood. Chop, chop, chop. Hurry up, hurry up. You're gonna have to work at this, Leo. This next chapter is going to be something new. You're going to learn. You're going to make mistakes, right? When you chop wood, I'm thinking of a carpenter. There's a mess when you're creating, right? There's a mess. If the dream had a name, so there's something Neptunian, Pisces. There's something about your dreams. If a dream had a name, this is reminding me of my dream. If the dream had a name, do you know what it's like to paint a dream? Was what he said to me in the dream. Do you know what it's like to paint a dream? If the dream had a name, so there could be something about tapping into your dreams, into your intuition, into your the things that you cannot touch. Spirituality. There's this contrast of wood, earth, and spirituality. You're going to learn how to balance the mistakes that you make, the tangible mistakes, with the mistakes in your dream, like how you interpret messages, interpret your dreams, how you interpret. You're going to learn how to balance. That's the only thing. You're going to learn how to balance the spiritual with the earth, with the earthly. And that's going to require you to make mistakes and being okay with that. Yeah. Ascend the mountain, keep moving forward. It's okay. It's okay if you make mistakes on this new chapter, this new journey. You get 9 of Cups for where you've been. So it's almost like you've been transformed with relationships that you've had, connections around you. You've been learning from the people around you. You've been learning from the connections around you. Yeah, you've been learning. And then you get 9 of Cups, 9 of Wands. Okay. This is where you've been. You've been learning from the people around you, the people that you've emotionally invested into. And you're so close to ending this cycle. Like, you're taking a moment to rest, and that's why it's saying keep moving forward. Like, don't stop. This person is like coming to the end of like a journey of like lessons that they've learned. There's persistence. Like, keep going. Don't stop. You're headed towards 3 of Pentacles. So either working with other people or discovering what it is that you want to nurture for yourself, create for yourself. Like, technically, there's going to be people you're going to encounter who are going to be helpful and not just watch you work. Like, it's like you've been painting and doing this all by yourself, but you're going to come across people that are going to finally contribute, that are going to finally help you, right? To make sure you're not doing the work by yourself. So you're headed towards that. But right now, the focus is on healing a lack mindset, feeling like you're left out in the cold, feeling like you're doing everything, right? This person is hiking. They don't realize they're hiking alone, but they don't realize they can go into the cabin and ask for help. So there's something about the work, and either the work you have been doing or the work you are doing right now, and balancing that out with spirituality, or balancing that out with other people and connections, using the lessons that you've learned from the past, of the people from your past that have helped you grow, Leo. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, more balance. Six of Pentacles. Reciprocity. Whatever you create is going to come back to you, right? People are going to want. You're going to be able to give. Like knowing how much to give, knowing when to pull back, so that you're not over giving or over exhausting or believing like you're doing all of the work. Something more balanced. Oh, that was fast. 2. The Ghost. Oh, these are new. And the Beloved. The Ghost Dance. Wow, I've never seen this one before. The Ghost Dance. And the Beloved. 22. The Ghost Dance. The Ghost Dance of the American Plains Indians united the spirits of the living with those of the ancestors to bring peace to the world. When the ancestors are honored, they bring harmony to us. When we hold them responsible for all that is wrong with us today, they haunt us. Honor the spirit of the ancestors and receive their lessons and gifts. This includes honoring your own past lives. The invitation. The ancestors have a message of healing and a powerful medicine to offer you. Create a sacred moment at your altar, light a candle to them, and let their wisdom infuse you. At this stage in your life, you are done repeating their tragic stories. Step into the abundance that is offered to you. Receive the gifts of those that have come before you and write a new story for your life. The medicine. If you are trapped in a vicious cycle of nostalgia, mourning a lost youth or opportunities missed, it is time to make an altar for the ancestors. Collect a few photos, light some incense, offer sage, and open the windows of your house to release them to their destiny and to the wind. Be wary of being snared in a relationship with someone from a past lifetime, as the people we loved or hurt have a way of reappearing in our lives. There is no learning for you there anymore. And then the Beloved. 5. The Beloved is the recognition of spirit in another and moving towards spirit through the other. It is when the divine appears to us in the form of our child, our partner, our friend, and we experience being in love. As we grow, we start to recognize the Beloved in everyone, not confusing their personality with their divine nature. The invitation. Accept the invitation to learn through the path of love. Expand your being through union with another. When you recognize the Beloved in another, you call forth their highest and purest nature. Follow the path of love. The medicine. Be careful with romantic love, the kind of love you fall in and out of. Own all the projections you have placed upon the person you are dreaming of. Remember that they are only mirroring back your own deep longings rather than revealing their true selves. If you fail to notice this, be prepared to walk through the fire of strong emotions once again. So there could be someone being presented to you where now it's going to be a balance, right? Again, balancing. There could be someone more in alignment regarding your spiritual path, and you're going to learn how to ground that love, that new connection in love, by making mistakes, and that's okay. Learn. If you did not learn from the partnerships of the past, this is the time to do that so that this partnership can become more balanced. Otherwise, you're going to repeat the cycles again. All right, Leo, that was for you, my friends. Hit the like button if that made sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help somebody else. And don't forget to check out the final reading that is going to start now. Welcome to the general reading. That's right, I was going to do the meditation. So for those of you that don't know, I meditate and I'll see things, hear things, and experience things when I meditate, but I'll also sometimes experience what I call my waves. Recently, I found out that there's someone who, there's like a scientific name for it. Not described in the way that I experience it, but it was just fascinating to see it. And I was like, oh, okay, but mine looks a little bit different. So I forgot what it's called. But anyways, let me tell you what I experienced. So the first thing that I experienced, I was hearing the words, I want to remember what happened. So clearly there's something about going to the past, an experience, something that unfolded. And then I'm being shown, as I'm hearing those words, I'm being shown a tunnel and there's someone going to the past. Then I'm seeing a couple reuniting. The man is kissing the girl's forehead, but the man has his hands tied behind his back, and then he's leaning over and kissing. So it was clear that this man, the masculine side, it could be within you or an actual person, felt tied but longing for this person, or yeah, like there's this, I want this person, but I have my hands tied. So either they feel stuck and can't set themselves free, or that's currently what's happening. So it happened, right? Because the first one, I want to remember what happened. So now we're going back and revisiting what happened, or it's still happening now. Like that's what's happening, right? There's some type of stuckness with this masculine energy, and they're wanting to reunite with their feminine. Then the third one says it was a little girl in a nostalgia, like an old truck. And she says, también me dice que me estaba piteando. So in Spanish, me está pitando, me está pitando. It's like they're honking the horn, they're honking the horn. And in the image, I knew she was referring to her mom. And she was saying, también me estaba piteando. So mom is trying to get her attention, right? Trying to honk at her, get her attention in some way, shape, or form. It's a truck, so there's something nostalgic around. So there could be like an antiquated version of the feminine energy within, and the older woman, the mother, right, calling the younger self, like, I'm trying to get your attention. So there could be, if this is happening to you and you're wanting to retrace your steps about a situation that happened in the past, specifically around a relationship or a connection that could be within you, right? You and your higher self, the feminine, the masculine, or an actual relationship. There's also something around feminine energy needing to be tapped in, needing to be called out. And maybe having missed the signs. También me dice que me estaba piteando. She says, so the translation is also, she's saying that she was trying to honk at me, get my attention. And she was talking about her mom. And so there could have been opportunities where the feminine energy was reaching out to you or to this person who's remembering and not having paid attention. The next thing I'm hearing is, I went to the beach, but you didn't show. And there's frustration in that tone of voice. And I'm being shown the beach. So the person who moved, or whatever rift occurred, one of them went to the beach, meaning went into like, the beach is often symbolic of spirituality, of big emotions, of the unknown, right? And so I went to the beach, but you didn't show. So someone was waiting for you, and this person, someone was waiting for you. If you are the person who didn't show up, or you went to the beach, you were waiting for this other person to meet you there, to step into the unknown together. Then I'm seeing a child that I work with who happens, I had to look her up. And she's having an outburst, a tantrum, like she's really upset. She has big emotions. So I looked her up. She's a Pisces. So Piscean energy, right, is very intuitive, very creative, very the dreamer within you, very compassionate. So she's having a tantrum. So again, the feminine energy is having a tantrum, being upset, maybe not being tapped into. And then the last thing that I saw was a girl, disheveled, she had a fro, and it was very like unkept, like not, fros are very beautiful, but you could tell that it, like, she didn't look put together. Her lips were sealed, but she was actually talking to me. She was actually trying to communicate with me. And what I was picking up on was she was looking for where I worked. She was looking for me, and not for me, but where I worked. And she seemed lost. And the feeling that I got was of my work. And it almost felt like it was her first day. So, which is funny because at my work, I right now I'm helping with new hire orientations. And so I'm a part of that process of training folks that are coming into where I work. And so it felt, there was this feeling of that, of like, it's the first day, she's trying to get to where she needs to go, but it was my line of work. So I'm going to describe my line of work because it was directed more towards me in that scene. I work with children. So a lot of fifth house stuff, right? Creativity, self-expression. The fifth house is all about children. It's about art. It's about self-expression. It's about joyfulness. It's about playfulness. It's about healing. The work that I do is also very healing. The work that I do, I also train. I do a lot of trainings. What else? So it's about children. So it either so there could be, if I'm putting all of that together, this individual, this girl, looks disheveled. So it's clear that she's needing attention, right? The hair wasn't attended to. Hair is oftentimes a representation of our presentation, of how we present ourselves to other people. So there could be a need for someone to learn how to present themselves, how to communicate, because she was, her lips were sealed. So it could be you're needing help, or this individual is needing help with communication, how to take care of themselves, self-care, and how to tap into children, how to nurture children, how to create. Could be just how to create, or how to tap into the fun and the joy of that. And guidance, needing guidance, because this person felt lost. Then I'm hearing the last thing, because I thought that was it, but then I saw that I added more. Look at my hair. It was a little girl. Look at my hair. So look at how I'm presenting myself. Look at my presentation. So again, you could be dealing with someone who is going through this, or this could be you, and trying to figure out, well, what did I miss, right? And it's all about the feminine energy, spirituality, creation, self-care, nurturance. Feminine energy is also very destructive. It's, if things are not balanced, right, Mother Earth, if things are not balanced, nature will take its course to balance things out. And there could have been a negligence around self-care, around intuition, and needing to tap into that. Let's get some oracle cards. If this is your story. Oh, there we go. Stepping into power. You are strong beyond measure. So you're stepping into your power, walking in the dark, shining your light for others. 3 came out. Look in search of peace. So some of you may be in search of peace, needing to clean it up. So as you're stepping into your power, there could be a peace offering, something that is needing cleaning up. It could be a relationship. Maybe you're feeling left out in the cold, or this person felt left out in the cold. There's something about healing home, healing the feeling of home, who was home, or healing, feeling left out in the cold, feeling left behind. So healing, a lot of cleaning up, a lot of healing. And doing this is going to, you need to step into your power to be able to do this healing work. Or if you're the person that went ahead, you're stepping into your power to shine the light for those that are searching, in search of peace, in search of cleaning up their life, in search of home. On the threshold, you're right there. Like this cycle is about to end. You just need to step into the on the threshold. I was at the beach. What did she say? You didn't show up. So now you're just kind of like, you're peeping your head in. I wanted to use other oracle cards. Let's use this one. You're stepping in. You're right there. You're right there. You're needing to step in. You're stronger than you think you know. You're stronger than you think you know. Let me see how much time I have. I'm hoping I have enough time to do the reading before my battery dies. I need to buy a new battery for this camera. All right, here we go. Where have you been? Like what are you starting off with? This is the mask, could be the outer mask. This is how you want people to see you, or this is how the universe sees you and says, hey, this is how we see you, but you're not there yet. The Emperor, Aries energy, stepping into confidence, right? Not too much cockiness, or maybe you have been a little cocky, a little too confident, a little too arrogant. Or this is the version of you that your higher self is saying, hey, step into your power. Step into your, we know that this is you, right? It's Aries energy. Lead yourself. What's the crossing energy? It's the opportunity, the fork in the road, where the universe is saying, hey, you want to consider this? Are you considering the path that you have been on? How exhausted you've been? You're so close. This is like, you're so close. You're so close to stepping into your power, but you might have some doubt. There's some questioning. You're like, I don't know if I can let go of the ways that I've been doing this work. Look, that person looks looks exhausted. There's a little bit of fear, a little bit of like, I don't know, I'm not sure that this is it. And the opportunity is to revisit how you're looking at the challenges in your life. How have you come across these challenges? There's a new way to do this work. You're on the threshold of it. You need to be strong in order to step into this and clean up those patterns that have gotten you there. Where are you right now? The Magician, Gemini energy. You could have Gemini in your chart right now, or you could be embracing Gemini energy of you have everything that you need. I don't think you know that you do, but you do. You have everything that you need. You just need a point and say, this is what I want, and manifest it. What energy is hidden that you can also access that could help you or hold you back, or just be a natural consequence? The opportunity. The universe is offering you this opportunity, but you need to step through those doors, right? Don't camp. Don't, like, again, you're at the threshold. It's like you're just outside of that. You need to step in, take the opportunity and go through the door. Like, don't be on the threshold anymore, right? Don't camp out. You're almost there. What are you walking away from? What are you walking away from? Two of Wands, those de bastos. You're walking away from just sitting there. Too much planning maybe, or like, I know I'm being called. You're walking away from that. What are you walking towards? Sota de Oros, learning something new. Page of Pentacles. You're finally taking that opportunity. You're headed towards taking that opportunity and saying, okay, what do I need to learn about this opportunity? What do I need to learn to work this opportunity, right? This is going to be a new commitment for yourself. What's in your environment? Healing energy. Ace of Cups. This is opening your heart, heart chakra opening, right? Opening your heart, allowing intuition to flood in, allowing the information from the messengers from the heavens to flow into your cup so that you can bring it down to earth. This is an interesting Ace of Cups. It's like the universe is taking it and then saying, I can give you the emotional experience for it too. You just have to open yourself up and receive it. And you have the potential. It's in your environment. Hopes, then fears, then the outcome. Hopes. Oh, three cards. 3 cards for your hopes. Okay. Oh. Your hopes. 10 of Pentacles. Financial stability. Legacy. Everything that you want. Time, energy, resource, family, love, confidence, right? Queen of Wands, being able to not be afraid of the taboo stuff, not be afraid to step into the fire, not be afraid of reclaiming your power, your passion for life, and not keeping your heart. Like, your hope is to be able to fill your cup and share your cup with somebody else, right? Not the Queen of Cups is intuitive. It's like, I don't have to see what's inside. I don't have to see what's inside my cup to know that it's there. Like, I know it's there. So all of that is in your hope position. What is in the fear position? fear, 2 of Cups. Being hurt. Your fear is being hurt by love again. Being hurt by love, being hurt, disappointments in love. Disappointments in love, in partnerships. Outcome. I mean, it's a valid fear. It's a very valid fear. It's the outcome. 2 cards again. La Fuerza. Confidence, strength, and success is your outcome. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Not being afraid of the lion. Stepping into your power and your success. King of Swords. Look at that underneath. Being able to be wise. Use your wisdom. Lead with integrity. Let's get 3 cards. No, I wanted to use cards that I haven't used. Let's see, is that all of them? Yes. Let's get 3 cards of clarification or advice. If this is your story. I love this. One more. Ooh, need to get going. Oh, there's 1, 2. End this cycle. You got to end this cycle. 10 of Swords, 2 of Swords, Page of Wands. You need to end this cycle. This cycle needs to come to an end in order for this to occur. 2 of Swords. You're needing to open your heart up. Trust your intuition and make the decision. And ground your passion project. Like, there's something about becoming more relaxed. Like, she's in jeans. She's going from being guarded in a suit and armor to tapping into the joys in her life. Like, she's playing a flute. She's barefoot on the ground. Maybe you're needing to do some earthing. She has a dragon behind her. So it's like there's transformative energy of like, I'm just doing what feels good to me. Learning how to do things that are good to you. I think I'm still going to use this Oracle deck. Yeah. For the final reading. Oh my God, 222. Ooh. I need to get ready. I'm going to celebrate tonight. Let's see. Final Oracle card for you. This is your story. That is. There it is. The giveaway. Look how pretty. The giveaway. What does it say? 23. The giveaway is the gift you offer to life without attachment, without expecting anything back. You can only give what is truly yours, a smile, a nod of encouragement, a gentle touch, and a kind word. This is not giving to others what you no longer want, like the sweater that no longer fits, but gifting that which is most precious, your authentic love and genuine feelings. The invitation: make a list of 10 people and things for which you are grateful. Connect with the feeling of gratitude. The giveaway comes to ask you to feel the same gratitude without needing anything or anyone to inspire it, and to share this gratitude with those you meet. As you offer thanks, your heart opens and you start realizing how much life has given you. You heal your feelings of scarcity and open yourself to the abundance that surrounds you. The giveaway invites you to be in the flow of life as you give freely and receive freely. The medicine: is it difficult for you to set limits on how much of yourself you give? If you give more than is healthy, then you will not be able to give for long. You'll feel resentful with your partner or associates, or you'll feel like the world owes you something in return. Notice if you give for any reason other than pure generosity. Are you trying to be liked or accepted? Are you hoping to heal an old wound? Start giving to yourself first and foremost. Offer yourself the care, the love, the time, the acceptance that you are longing for. Once you experience plenty, then you can truly give to others. Wow. That is for you, my friends. Hit the like button if that made sense for you. Share the message if you think it'll help somebody else. And don't forget to check this out again next week on Sundays to see if there is a message in there for you. Have a good week, everybody. We'll see you next time.